Hello and welcome to Once Driven Forever Smitten. We're off to Blackpool for a day out, but first we're going to meet up with some people at a garage in Polton-le-Flyde, which is a little village just outside of the town. We're going to go and meet John Taylor, some of his friends, who should have some interesting Vauxhalls for us to go and look at. That's mad how much field of vision it's got.
It's good that, isn't it? Even on that angle as well.
Oh, look at it, it's the whole, you can get like my knees are in shot here. Look at that, a nice Lancashire steamroller. What's that about? Why is that there? Speed bump.
Too busy looking at the steamroller.
Look at the sky. Oh, it's nice and sunny, and look, 12.5 degrees. Which is good because it's been freezing cold. Oh, that's why the road's all been resurfaced. It's not just like a sculpture or an ornament or something like that. To, you know, maybe they make steamrollers in this village, but no, they're just resurfacing the road. Can't be far away. No. Well, he's there. So it must just be the other side of it to go round. There's an old Saab 9000. Oh, there's his Calibra there, fantastic. Alright.
Getting short for driven now, eh?
So I can hang out the window. We had two cars behind us, but we lost them. Not on purpose. An interesting looking Calibra. Hey! Oh, that's not. Oh, a different car. Seat delivery.
Yeah, only a little bang.
Is the tab clipped in them? Because they do go with quite a pop.
Let's try it.
There's actually quite a few cars here now. The Calibra I've just been out in. Sparkly orange Astra. My Omega with dodgy back wheels, I don't need to look at that. This is interesting, a 3.2 litre converted Vectra GSi with some Vectra VXR brakes on it. A triple Eight Astra. Vectra Estate, VXR van. Citroen Zara, let's ignore that. Customised insignia. It's a rare model, that. Cadillac.
It's basically Saab 93 Estate.
Yeah, Sabalac.
It's got a 190 150 engine there.
Is it?
Yeah.
There can't be many of these going about.
They're not, they're rare as.
There you go. TID, Cadillac spec.
Interior's all Saab with a bit of Cadillac as well. It's pretty cool.
Interesting that. I was looking at Cadillacs. What's the other one? There's another one that they do.
CTS.
Yeah, or the BLS or something like
That's
that.
what this is.
This is a BLS, aye.
Yeah, BLS wagon.
I was looking at one because we spotted some in the scrapyard recently. And I was like, there's not many of them going about. No, there can't have been many in the first place, I guess.
Like 2-3 years.
Yeah. I do quite fancy a Saab actually next year. That's all. This belongs to you, good sir. What's your name?
Tony.
Tony. How long have you had your Sabalac for?
About 3 months.
How are you getting on with it? Find it alright?
Fucking love it.
What was it? How did that come about? Are you kind of like Vauxhall orientated anyway?
Yeah. I had a big Range Rover Sport.
There's Darren here.
Me issues, and I swapped it for this and a BMW.
Swapped it for a...
This and a BMW.
You got the BMW as well as
Yeah.
two cars? That's alright. I don't recall seeing one of these for a long time. I remember when they first came out. So this being American derived, it's an automatic?
Yeah.
How many speeds is that? 5 speed?
6.
6 speed automatic?
Yeah.
Get in. What's it like in sport mode?
Fucking awesome.
Is it? Is it the standard 19150? You had it
Yeah,
mapped
it's
or
just a
anything?
150 at the minute.
They go well as standard anyway, those things, you know. I mean, a lot of people map them, but I don't think you really need to. Oh, here's another car coming in, and a Skyline. A nice looking Astra, and a Vectra. Good grief, loads of them. Sunlight's horrendous. Not better. Can't let them pick up to that. Oh, it's a Signum, it's not a Vectra, look at that. That's rare. Oh, we have a winner. Check it out, F-Reg Carlton GSi. Nice. 12 valve. Scottish number plate on it as well. I feel personally pressurised now. This is about another 5 cars all come in. An Insignia, a Signum, a Skyline, an Astra GSi, and obviously my favourite, Carlton 12 valve GSi. I'm here at Jay from Rebuild Customs Unit. This is where the meet's taking place today, and he's got a couple of Novas sitting here. The main one is this white, is that a GSi?
It's not, it's a Mark 1. Mark 1 anti-bikes, what they call them.
An anti-base?
Yeah, with a Mark 2 front end, pretty much to look like a GSi. But I'll go convert it back to a Mark 1 at some point, I think.
So it's got the 2 litre 16 valve red top on it with a set of twin 45s?
Yep, Kent cams, billet flywheel that needs fixing. It's got a threaded bolt in it.
In the flywheel?
Yep. Yeah. So I've got to pull the box off.
If you put the rest of them in with thread lock, it'll be fine.
You want to hear it when it runs. It's, you put the clutch in and it's this grinding, destructive.
A work in progress?
Yeah, started 5 years ago.
Have you had it out?
Never.
Nah.
No, built it for 2017 PVS, took it to the show non-running, pulled it back into the garage and left it, and that's it. So now it needs the whole interior pulling out, the gear shift needs changing so it's on top of the exhaust tunnel, engine tuning, flywheel sorting, and obviously front end changing again.
What do you reckon? When's it going to be back out then? You reckon in next year maybe?
I'd say probably 2040.
It looks apart though, it looks like a clean shell.
Yeah, well it gets looked after, it literally sits there, any work that goes on gets hidden away from it, so it sits in a cover. It's the wheels, I got excited when I got the wheels on it, set them off a powder coating, put them up, put the tyres on and put them on and they're too big.
The wheels are? Is it just due to the offset?
Yeah, just purely offset, so it's going to get the multi-spoke motive wheels on it with painted gold, so there's going to be a colour change as well with it. So,
What's the idea? Is it going to get used on the road or is it kind of more track orientated?
it's never seen the rain. If it's raining, it doesn't leave this workshop. So I'm very peculiar with that. But it will be sort of the summer toy. I mean, I've got the coupe
Yeah, I've
toy
got
toy,
the
so.
Black Astra coupe sitting at the
Yeah.
belongs to Jay as well.
So this will just be, it's probably going to get this engine taken out, put in the Silver Nova,
Yeah, that's
and
what
then
I'm
this is going to
thinking.
go for a C20 LET, I think. So it's
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be good, yeah. Let's have a look at this other little Nova that's hiding up the background here as well. So
It's 1985 1.2 Merit, completely standard interior. It's got the turquoise, is it not turquoise? It's like a rustic orange.
yeah, terracotta.
Yeah, terracotta.
Terracotta interior, yeah.
Just beautiful. Like it's when it used to have the same engine setup as the white one in this, but it's the thin steering wheel and you put your foot down and
Yeah.
just the craziness. It had that specialty about it. So that's what I'm thinking of putting this engine back into this and then turbo in that.
Yeah, definitely.
Make
Yeah.
it a bit more.
Because I mean, this is like the twin of our Nova that we've got in the workshop up in Scotland. Kenzo's Air Edge, which is a 1.2L that we've got the 1600 in. It's the same colour. It's got a snowplow on it. It originally had those kind of wheels on it as well. So this is like a sort of the sort of one owner for new grandma's car, all original.
Yes,
How long have you had it for?
I've had this for probably about 10 years now. I've driven it for about 4 years and then took it off the road. And
The thing about up until fairly the last sort of 5 years or something, you could pick them up. You still get them cheap.
yeah, so I did actually advertise this for sale last year. Put it up for 1,500 quid, and as soon as I did it, there was other ones that come out for about 500-600 quid.
Really?
So there's just no competition there, you know. So I thought I'm gonna take it off the market and.
That was a sign, like I don't think you should get rid of that. No.
Exactly.
It's, I mean, if you sold it for 1,500 like that, you've got what's it worth with an XE in it when it's kind of out on the road? You can just see. Look at how bright. Look, there's the terracotta interior in there. Oh yes, proper bright.
First bought it, I thought
Red.
I'm going to change that interior, and then
It grows on you.
rubs off on you so quickly.
You don't-
like, I want to keep it. It's just original.
Yeah, because they had they had a blue version,
Yeah.
a green version, a grey version, and I think there was probably even like a bright beige version as well. There were so many
yeah,
different
it's just
colours
that
on them.
beige
Amazing. You just don't get that anymore.
So to keep it as it is there, with a big power plant in it, it'd be perfect.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a great toy.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about Rebuild Custom. This is your business that you do here. It's all metal fabrication work.
Metal fabrication,
Look, some-
sort of upcycled, anything really that's, if it's a challenge and it's a bit of fun, I'll do it. So like
There's
this,
some quite funky looking stuff there. Look at that.
it's
That's
a
like
part-built skeleton,
a part-built skeleton, which is going to be made into
barbecue.
a barbecue.
It's going to be sort of kneeling down holding a keg. It's going to be the barbecue section.
Brilliant. Do you do these to order?
Yeah, so this
Okay.
one's purely just for me, but it's been on the back burner for 6 months.
Brilliant.
It's just busyness, but. And you got Uncle Bob here, who was the
Uncle
first
Bob.
one built ever.
A skeleton made entirely out of engine parts
Yep,
and tools.
exactly that.
Fantastic.
And I've done a few of these guys. I've done a kid version where I actually used John's youngest to measure the head of the child's version. I'll tell you, that was an interesting phone call. John, can you please measure Harvey's head for me, thank you?
Fantastic.
But, yeah, engine tables and
Yes, look over here, we've got an engine table. What is that? Is that a Jaguar engine or something? A V12?
Mercedes AMG V12.
Great, look at that.
Yeah, that was run dry on oil, so the only option for it, engine table.
Yeah, better than it going to scrap.
Oh well, absolutely. But they're great with them because the alley blocks, you can pick them up and move them around.
I'm going to say, what kind of weight? I'm going to ask what kind of weight's in that.
You could easily pick that up on your head.
Fantastic. And obviously we've got a V8 here,
The Rover V8.
Rover V8.
So, camper at the minute,
Do you do much automotive stuff?
as in like fabricated exhaust.
Yeah, cars and things like that.
much,
Just
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I've done like starting this camper build at the minute, which is a big job. So I've fabricated the roof rack, the ladder, the rear spare wheel mount, and I'm convincing myself to do a bumper, front bumper. So we don't know how that's going to turn out, but whatever keeps me busy. Yeah. I'd rather do a job that I enjoy than work your ass off for somebody else.
Exactly,
make
grinding
them
away at
loads of
stuff,
money.
yeah.
Just where I get to spend all my day in here playing with my own things.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised at how many cars have come out today. I didn't realise that John had gone and told. It said like an owners group and that there were all
Yeah.
people coming out. What, oh,
Northwest Vauxhalls, like we work quite a lot with these guys. So go around and do shows and stuff. So
Right, I'm here talking to Jay, who's got a Vectra GSi with a few nice differences above and beyond the standard 2.5 version. Jay, you want to tell us about this car?
It's running a 3.2 with enlarged throttle body, EGR delete, decat, aircon delete, you name it, it's basically got near enough everything on it.
Yeah. So is it 3.2 litre engine from an Omega that's in this?
It's from a Signum.
A Signum?
Yes.
Oh, right. I didn't even know the Signum came with that engine in it.
Yeah.
There can't have been many of them built.
No, it's Signum 3.2, it is V6.
So that's getting, what's the 3.2 standard, isn't it? About 220 or something?
It's about 220, but with all the extras on it, it's probably running about 245. But I've not put it on a rolling road yet to find out.
I've got a question about rolling road days. Is that something that people still do?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen one like advertised or anything for ages. We used to do them all the time in Total Vauxhall, you know, there'd be ones running every single weekend. And I'd be interested to see what my GSi makes as well.
Extreme,
it's never been on.
do
Right.
There's a guy that's got the black van, Alan Motter's head. He done a rolling road last year. And it's round this way actually, it's round Blackpool.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah.
That's good.
King Customs.
King Customs, right.
That's it, yeah.
But how long have you owned it? How you owned
3
the car
years.
for? 3 years?
Yeah.
Have you had quite a few Vauxhalls before? Is that your kind of
had a Nova
preferred
before
car?
this.
A Nova?
Yeah.
What was the Nova? Was that like a daily driver?
Yeah, daily driver. The same as this is the daily drive as well. So it was 1.4i Merit Plus.
That's an unusual model of Nova. Was it
Yeah,
standard?
base model, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it was 65,000 genuine miles.
So it's been swapped out for a Vectra. Now, there's a couple of unusual features on the inside of this car as well, isn't there?
Yes.
Whereby we have got some half leather seats.
Yep.
Now, the Vectra GSi doesn't come with half leather seats. So are these an option, or has somebody got this custom made?
Very rare. I think someone got them custom made and I managed to source them.
Oh, they're nice. Because the GSi is a nice car, probably a little bit underrated, I think. So do you have any more plans for the Vectra, or you just kind of enjoy it and drive it?
Enjoy it and drive it, but next year it's going to get a full respray, tidy up a little few battle scars.
You do see it's got a few stone chips on the front end and all that. It's been getting used as it was supposed to be used.
It's used and abused. It doesn't go anywhere slow. You know, it's driven for what it's built for.
That's the thing, the top end performance on those big V6s is something else. You can see why the police like them, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I have so much fun in it. I surprise a lot of cars on the road today. You know, they pull up beside it, they look at it, and they think, yeah, right. And next thing I'm gone, like, you know, and they're like,
brilliant.
oh. So yeah, it gets used how it should do. You know. It's got Vectra C brakes on it.
Well, that's right enough. We didn't. Let's have a look at the brakes, because that's something we didn't actually mention.
Yeah.
Look at the size of these bad boys. Are they off our VXR?
Yeah, VXR discs with Vectra C 314 calipers.
Do they bolt straight on, or is there something that needs done to them?
It's got an extra carrier to obviously
It's only
take it further out.
It's only just squeezing under the standard 17s there. That's the smallest you can go in this car. You will not get 16s on it. Aye, what's the stopping power like on it then? I take it that'll be pretty epic, aye.
Absolutely awesome. Stops on a sixpence, put your foot on the brake, you'll know about it.
Yeah, they're nice.
That's what you need when you go in top end, you know.
Oh, absolutely, aye. Because it's is it velvet green or jungle green?
It's jungle green.
Jungle green.
Yeah.
I think there's there's three jungle green Vectras here.
There's yeah, that's jungle green, that one up there. But that's a power flow back box, a Holden badge as well.
You've got the same tailpipes as me in the GSi, because they look quite like Vectra GSi tailpipes that are original.
Yeah, it sounds awesome as well.
Yeah, mine sounds great. I've got a power flow system and downpipes on it. Where
this is decat straight through, so it's
nice.
no box. It's just one box on the back.
Well, if you fire it up.
I'll fire it up for you, yeah.
Yeah, let's fire it up and see what this sounds like. Bit of decat, unsilenced Vectra B racket. That sounds quite like my GSi. Smells good. How can something that's so bad for you smell so good? Spot on. I have got a question. Do you have a license for that? This thing sounds well, just purring away here. Hello, little doggy. Oh, there's another one. Hello, other little doggy. Oh. Nice. Right, here's another Vectra. I'm here with Angie, who's brought it along. It's a GSi, and that's just pure. That's not metallic black or anything, is it? That's just pure black. That's quite a rare option for it, isn't it? Yeah. Now, I initially misidentified this car as an SRI because psychologically I just saw the tops of the seats and I was like, is it an SRI? But no, it's a GSi, but it's a GSi with a difference. It's had quite a lot of changes done to it since you got it, yeah?
Yeah.
So what was the car like when you got it originally?
Obviously it had the car interior, had all the GSi spec, but the car was in quite a dirty condition when we bought it. We ripped all the interior out, all the door cards, bin them, and then we've put in Astra convertible front seats, Vectra B rear backbench, and obviously we took the steering wheel off and replaced it with a 3-spoke. Gear knobs off an Amiga, leather gear knob.
Oh, yeah. It looks the part inside, like obviously the interior was just in such poor condition.
Yeah.
What had they done to it? Like, it's just filthy.
It was just filthy.
That's lovely, that. Like, I do like a bit of heated leather.
Yeah. My other half, he was the one who, he's put all of the seats together, so the heated leather seats.
That's mint now, like nice and tidy, because you get a lot of them have got broken speaker covers as well, because people get out and kick them to hold the door open with their foot and then they break. Because they've got the full leather on it. That's nice. There's not too many Vectras. I've got like sport seats with a leather option on them. So is it tuned under the bonnet or standard GSi?
Just standard GSi. Obviously
nice.
it's an MSD.
It looks nice and original and clean, eh? Because an awful lot of these have been modified.
My other half installed boot lights.
Oh yeah.
Here and there.
Oh, a bit of ice as well. 10-disc multi-changer.
Old
A
school.
Pioneer sub, yeah, that's nice. Because so many of these GSIs are rough. Like, people would take the lovely 17-inch wheels off them and go and like put shit aftermarket ones on as well. It's got Goodyears on it and all, which was what these originally came on a lot of the time, I think.
The wheels were refurbed in anthracite.
That's nice.
We've got to replace this because we took a mouse tube through it. But this was all filthy. It was absolutely filthy.
Yeah, it's still, you do see these coming up cheap now and again, but some of them are really far gone. You know, it's good that you've been able to go and bring that back from the brink and go and give it another lease of life.
Yeah, still a work in progress.
I haven't seen many black Vectras. There's not many about.
No, there aren't.
Weirdly, my boss had one. It was an S-Reg LS and like pure black.
Yeah.
I don't even know. That's not even. If you get the brochure, that's not an option in the brochure. So I don't know how he managed to get the car in that colour at that time. Nice. What miles is on it? What mileage is on it?
Just under 96.
I'm not even run in yet. I couldn't not a mark on it.
It's got a straight through pipe on it as well.
Nice, double D exhaust and all. An actual polished one, unlike mine. Nice. Now here's an interesting, rare and pretty iconic Mark V Astra. You may remember the 888 turbo diesels which were released in 2006, and with the owner now, Bev. You want to tell us a bit about this car, how you came to own it and things?
So I've owned it for 7 years. Just came across it by chance really. I've had a coupe before this, not a 888. Just fancied a diesel, so gave it a go.
So as the car, I mean, the car had a few modifications specific to the 888. Thurlby Motors built them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've got these special wheels on them, and they've got these gigantic brake rotors on them as well. So as I mean, a 888's a ready modified car anyway, from as standard. Have you made any other changes to it? I see you've got some hoses under the bonnet there.
Only visual. I've not messed about with anything mechanical because I think you're ruining what the 888 was then.
Well, I don't think you really need to do anything to it mechanically, because there are they go like scalded cats. And any of these things, it's a 1.9 litre turbo diesel, which is originally 150 horsepower. Triple Eight remapped them to get them up to about 200.
Yeah.
And you don't really need anything else out them. No. It was a really interesting alternative at the time to the VXR, but with far superior fuel economy. So have you had to do anything to the car?
Only serviceable bits really. I've put an interior in it because it just had standard SRI seats.
Yeah, that was one of the things about them. It was the base car is an SRI, and for some reason the Astra Mark 5 SRI had quite a kind of plain grey interior. It wasn't as nice as some of the previous generation SRI models. So
I've got full leather.
You've put a full leather VXR seats in it. I see you've got a set of VXR clocks in there as well.
I had them custom made. They've got the 888 logo in there.
Oh, that's a big improvement. Those VXR seats, they're brilliant. These are custom made dash clocks.
Yeah.
157,000 miles. You would never know that to look at it. You would easily think it's got 57,000 miles on it.
Yeah, it is a daily.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice because they made there was a limited run of them to begin with, and then they did a couple of alternative versions, didn't they? It was a T9, yeah, that was the one.
And they did a couple of estates.
Remember them? We featured quite a lot of them in Total Vauxhall over the time. So I do remember I was telling you off camera earlier. I blew one of them up, but it wasn't my fault. When we were out at a race circuit with a VXR and a 888, somebody had not screwed the nut on something properly, and it got sucked into the turbo. And it blew up, and I had to go and phone them up, and thankfully Thurlby were all right about it. So have you got any more plans for the car? Are you just going to keep driving it and keep it in good condition?
I'll probably drive it till I kill it, to be fair. No plans to get rid of it.
Well, as long as you maintain it properly, you know, and don't do burnouts and things in it, there's no reason why it won't keep running. No. They're pretty durable if you look after them. You know? The problem now with the 1.9 CDTIs is actually finding a nice one, because that many of them have just been like thrashed into the ground.
Yeah, it's had a new inlet since I've had it.
Well, is that like because there's flaps in the inlet, isn't there?
Yeah. But nothing, I've not changed anything. It's standard as is, apart from cosmetics. So.
Nice. Right, you going down to Blackpool? Well, to run through the illuminations?
I don't know, maybe.
So is this your sparkly Astra?
Yeah.
What engine's in this?
1.8 SRI.
What is everybody's run? You need to run away, for goodness sake. Inside the sparkly Astra, has it got a name?
Starla.
Starla. Set of VXR seats. Are there any VXRs with VXR seats left in them? They've all gone into other cars. What's your name?
Tracy.
Try that again, soon as that Vectra revved the very second they said that. What's your name?
Tracy.
Tracy. And this is your Astra 1.8 litre SRI. This is your Astra 1.8 litre SRI. Pride and joy.
Oh yeah.
How'd you get so you buy it with it's got Omega wheels on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're off on Omega.
Silver.
We've done it, it's got stealth mode apart from the sparkles on the back end.
Yeah.
Quite like the car. You had quite a few Vauxhalls. Is this your first one then?
No, this is my second.
Second Astra?
Yeah.
How are you getting on with it? Do you like it?
Yeah, had it a year.
Were you a daily driver?
Yeah. I also run a car club.
You run a car club. What's your car club called?
Carbon strips.
Carbon strips.
Yeah.
And where do you find carbon strips?
What do I do? What?
Where do you find carbon strips? Is that like
on Facebook?
On Facebook.
Yeah.
And what's that car? What's the car club? What's it? Is it based around a particular car or styling?
No,
or whatever?
any car's welcome.
Oh, there it says right on the sun strip. Who's this?
Octopus.
Octopus.
Doesn't have a name.
Octopus the octopus. card now. Carbon strips. You've been spotted. Find us on Facebook and Instagram. There we go. Love it. Not too many silver ones going about either, eh? That's relatively rare.
No. So basically, it stands me £1,000.
£1,000 for the whole car?
Yes.
Get in. Can't knock it for that, like. I've got a lot of time for these. This was like the first fast people carrier. Vauxhall kind of created a new niche with that. That van sounds healthy. Created a new niche with it and they brought this out. So has it got any modifications done to it?
Yeah, it's got it's either an 80mm or a 90mm MAF. It's got a Vectra hybrid turbo on it.
Nice.
Obviously the power bit you see, it's got a full Miltech stainless 3-inch exhaust system and a stage 3 map, I believe.
That'll be quick then. That'll be getting on towards 300 horsepower.
Yeah, I had it rolling
road.
I had it rolling roaded at a local performance company about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was putting out 361.8 brake horse.
Wow.
I can't remember.
I thought it was as much as that. That's amazing.
I can't remember what the torque was, but it is boosting at 15 psi.
Wow. Nice. Can't beat that. 361 horsepower for £1,000. Rain.
And last year when I bought it, it also came with the paperwork to prove that all the stem seals have been done. So
right.
the head's been reworked.
Good stuff. So it's nice, so you get these nice Recaro seats in these.
I've even got Recaro baby seats in the back of the match.
Chunky steering wheel, white dials. Oh, I've got a nice blue boost gauge in it. Recaro baby seat in the back. Yeah, no, I can't. It's a little bit dark now. Oh, nice these. I'd quite like to get a hold of one of these on the cheap and go and put my VXR running gear in one. They're quite intriguing. Got an interesting car.
Yeah, it's like...
That sounds well.
I
need to stop inhaling exhaust fumes. I'm going to make me dafter than I already am. Nice. Check it out. This is a Recaro baby seat. Get in.
Well, kneebone. There. Hold on. It says on it somewhere.
It's genuine
there.
Recaro.
There it is.
There we go. I believed you anyway. There you go. Way. Nice car, because people carry. This was really the first kind of proper high performance people carrier.
I believe there was two models. The early ones were 192 brake, and I believe these ones were 204 because this is the facelift model.
Right, there are a couple of differences.
Yeah.
No, I mean, even as standard, you know, quick cars.
Like I said, when I fell in love with them, I tested out a standard one, and that was amazing.
Cool. You're going down to Blackpool?
Pardon?
You're going down to Blackpool?
Yeah, I might be doing, yeah.
I think we're going quite soon because it's getting dark now. That'll be good. So just saying that there's an issue, all the airbag lights. Airbag lights? How many airbag lights are there?
Well, the airbag light on, but when I put the opcom in it, it said the front seats and the driver's squib was on. Now when
you had to modify some Corsa D seats, you were saying?
Yeah, I had to hack the wiring out for the airbags and the seatbelt pretensioners to fit this.
So it's got some hybrid wiring to get it to get the two cars to talk to each other. So
yeah, basically just for MOT purposes.
Yeah, all your airbag stuff works and everything like that. Does that come out of Corsa D?
Yes, Corsa D, I think it's an SRI.
Yeah. So remember that, there's a handy hint. If you're going to fit alternate seats from a different model of car, these are from an Astra GSi, are they?
Yeah, Mark 4.
Mark 4 Astra GSi. You may need to go and make a hybrid wiring loom up using something from a different car, such as a Corsa D. The light is going now. The logistics of how to go down to Blackpool and get some footage of cars. John and Mike here. What we're going to do, we're going to go down to a dual carriageway and then I can get some video out the Omega when Mike's driving it. Yes. And then we can head down to Blackpool and...
From Cleveland's then.
Cleveland's, and then, because we can stop at the seafront or something there or something as well.
Yeah, we can all meet up on Cleveland's front.
I could get some drive past stuff there anyway, with some cars there, so that's cool. We'll do that. We'll do that and then go into Blackpool and then I'll have to get parked up somewhere and I'll have to get out the car and get stuff going past on the promenade and things because I need to get some pictures of the tower and illuminated stuff.
Like I say, I think we
might just hang
get
out,
stopped outside the tower.
Right. If we get stopped out there,
Which
that's
has got
good.
the comedy carpet over it as well, so you've got plenty of room. You can get as far back as you want and get some footage of the tower as well.
It's going to work, it's going to go smoothly. Other cars aren't going to get divided up and somebody's going to end up in Southport or something.
Basically coming past mine.
Go ahead,
So we're
head to
gonna-
yours and we'll jump across.
Yeah, so we're going to go on that roundabout here. We're going to come down this dual carriageway here to that roundabout, then come up Norcross, then we're going to go up past the school.
I'm just want to take it down there.
Oh yeah, Norcross.
Bit of route planning for where we're going to go.
Round that way.
Work this out. So, in the probably futile hope that all the cars don't get divided up and somebody ends up in Liverpool or something like that, you know. But it's getting dark now, so it won't be too long until we head on down to Blackpool. Because I need to get a shot with some cars in the Blackpool Tower in it. Because if I don't do that, can I even prove that I've been there? So I'm doing some backseat driving here. Home, James! So if we just follow the sat nav, then it'll take us round to that bit of dual carriageway, and hopefully if we just drive up and down it, hopefully they'll have the sense just to drive past us a couple of times, and it'll work, and we'll get some super fabulous action shots. I've got that No Pro right on, stuck to the side of the car as well, so if I switch that on once we get down there, we'll see how that goes. Send it! Not you, him! Oh, there's a steamroller, look! What's the speed limit here? What's the road angel saying? 40, we're doing 29.
Yeah.
And we got to 29 very, very slowly as well. Anyway, the action shot sequence failed miserably. Don't know where anybody else went, don't know where the dual carriageway is. Just going to go and meet some people at Morrison's instead, and then go down to the seafront and try something else there. Oh dear. Alright, cool. That's what we're going to do. We're going to drive all the way down to the end, and then stop. Wop, 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 wop. Found people again.
Did you get stuck behind that post? Yeah. Did you?
And we're driving all the way down to the end, right the way down Blackpool seafront, right to the end, and we'll stop in a car park down there. So you just keep going and going and going and going right the way down it. That'll look a treat, in theory. Oh, we're at Cleveley's seafront, and this is going to be a good test of how much wind the media mount stops getting into the microphone, because it's quite breezy, but at least it's not cold. Say that. We have once again lost 2 cars somehow. Kieran and Mike's Cavalier is not having a good day when it comes to keeping up with any other cars. Every time we move somewhere, it disappears. But just going to go and get some shots of the cars driving past, and then we're going to head down through the Blackpool illuminations. Nice! Here we go into a car park, so that's alright. That's pretty good. See what he's wanting to do. I'm gonna... Minted! Great success. I'm going to say cheerio to her douche. That's on its hole in the back end.
Yeah. It did have caravan helpers in it, but I think
it's not got much weight in the back end, is it?
No. They did it. It's a pothole before, so the springs probably come through the bloody chassis like.
This one's like 30. We're doing 30 miles an hour and cables just stopped.
Cool man, catch you later.
Nice to meet you, Dougie. I'm sure
Cheers.
I'll see you again.
Yes. More Vauxhall related nonsense.
I'll come in a Vauxhall
The
next
train!
time.
Oh look, the wee train's away. Oh, it's miles away. Well, that concludes our day out in Blackpool. Watch out for the video on John's Courtney Turbo 2.5 V6 Calibra coming up soon. Cheers to John and Jay from Rebuild Custom for organising a great meet and a day out, and I'll catch you guys again soon. Cheers guys.
Cheers mate.
Catch you later.